Four people in a room talking about everything. Or talking about really nothing at all. You decide.
Welcome. This is the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year,
everybody!
God, we really couldn't get on the same page
No.
there.
No.
Try again?
Oh, no, it's because I was responding.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
all right.
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year!
That's
that
nice.
That was better.
That was a
good.
good one.
Way
Yeah,
better.
New Year, new us.
Hey!
And enjoy the Hot Tub Podcast.
That's it. That's all.
My New Year's resolution was to keep things tight.
Yeah,
really phone it in this
done.
year.
Yeah, I like it.
Does anybody have any resolutions? I know it's cliche. And,
Yeah.
I don't think it's
And
cliche.
overdone?
I think it's a beautiful thing.
Okay,
If you
what-
have a
what do you
reset
got?
Give us your
time,
resolutions.
Nothing. Just
Okay.
overall.
All
No,
right.
really, truly overall to set boundaries, stick to them, follow through on things that I say I'm going to do.
Okay.
But then also give myself. Hang on, you didn't hear my follow-up. Also give myself permission to say no to things I don't want to
Okay,
do.
those are very contradictory.
Yes,
They are
they are.
contradictory.
I feel like one is an excuse for the other.
Yeah,
No, here's
and-
the thing. I'm only going to commit to things that I want to do.
Right. And
Yes.
The funny thing about this is a resolution
Yeah.
that you're already not keeping by following your resolution.
Exactly, yeah.
Listen, you don't need to be in my head, okay?
It's a catch-22. Like,
really is.
inherently, yeah.
Your resolution should have been to tune Rush out.
Well, no, that's an annual tradition,
Yes,
if anything.
keeps going and going. What about you guys?
Nothing. I
Nothing.
just, I guess it's going to be lame, but just be more positive and just be kind and all the good stuff.
That's great.
I
All right,
want
that's
the good
perfect.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want the bad stuff.
No,
you know?
you don't want
Sure,
the bad stuff.
yeah.
And so it's boring.
Sure.
Okay, I think I just want to drink less on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay.
Hey,
In general,
Brady,
yeah.
that is a start.
That's
That-
good.
that's good.
I think that's really good.
Yeah.
That's really
now,
good.
that was your resolution last year too. Yeah. So are you going to try and do it again, or are you going to drink even less?
Hopefully less this year is
Okay.
also my
Okay.
resolution in 2022 and 2021 and 2020.
Why don't you
2019.
start with Mondays and Tuesdays,
Yeah.
6 a.m. to noon?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not bad.
You can do
Killing
that.
it.
Oh, I do like mimosas, though.
And there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. All right.
Well, whatever your resolution is, hopefully you stick with it, and hopefully it wasn't giving up on the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Well, 2024 is winding down, so for the next week or so, we'll be reflecting on all the entertainment stuff and news stories and sporting events and everything else. And then we'll also reflect on things that happen here on the Morning Hot Tub.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like reflecting. It's
We,
good fun.
we want to thank everybody who's taken, whether it's 5 minutes every morning or maybe some people listen to us for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Some people listen to the podcast religiously.
Yes.
Any way you support the show, we really, really appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Best. You're the best. You really are. People, most people, normal radio shows, they don't tune in right at the beginning and listen to the end.
Right.
But we have so many people that do that, and
Yeah.
it's just like hearing that when we bump into people and meet with them is
Love
it's
that
like
so
the
much.
best thing in the world.
Yeah, it is.
It's the best.
It's
thing.
awesome.
And the radio report card came out recently for our neck of the woods. And I got to tell you, the numbers were fantastic.
Yeah.
People like
Yes.
us. It's nice.
Yeah.
Really good.
We're so lucky.
We're
We
extremely
have the best
lucky.
listeners,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
It's always like usually a Thursday morning, about 9 o'clock. And then at 9:01, we get our numbers. It's twice a year. And then we see them and we go, oh, people do listen.
Yeah.
It's always shocking.
Yeah, it is.
At 8:59, we don't know if anybody's going to listen. And then 9:01, we go, all right.
Yeah, we
It's been
did
good.
it.
It's been good. It's
We're
been a
doing
good little
something
streak.
right.
Let's
Yeah.
knock on wood.
So thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you a million times over. What you guys really like, I think, is one of the reasons you listen to the show is some of the goofy, silly conversations.
Yes, of course.
And sometimes we all get carried away. One person on the show tends to get carried away a little bit more than the others and kind of loses track of what they're saying in the moment.
I know
Oh,
who
we're
you're
doing this
talking
now.
about.
Okay. All right.
Brady's been working hard now for a week
Yes.
on what we call the best of the isolated clips.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you'll hear
God.
us throughout the shows say, isolate that.
Yes.
Right.
It's almost become like the Office thing. That's what she said.
Yes.
Brooklyn
Isolate that.
Nine-Nine, the name of my sex tape.
Yes.
So this is ours. It's isolate the clip.
Yeah, exactly.
And how long did it take you to go through all the clips you pulled aside?
Hours. It was a whole day of work. That's what I did yesterday. Was went through all of them. Guys, we have hundreds of these. Sorry, Jenny has hundreds of these, and then there's the rest of us sprinkled in here and there. But Jenny, I could have done maybe a half-hour special on isolated
God.
clips, just your isolated
so
clips.
much work, Brady.
Well, I didn't go through them all, trust me, but I have them all sort of labeled and everything, and I think it's a pretty solid.
So there's some good ones that are on the cutting room floor, is what you're saying.
Oh, there's some amazing ones that are on the cutting room floor. Like I can play so many just random.
But I mean,
things.
you have to. That's the thing. You have to make the cut somewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And, because we can't have this go on forever.
Yeah, so let's do it, guys. These are the best isolated clips of 2024, and I think what's best is if we all turn off our microphones. Otherwise, there's just like too much going on.
Yes.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
We wait all year for this. This is like the most requested thing of the year. Here we go, the best of 2024. You know what time of the year it is. It's the best isolated clips of 2024.
And I'm talking serious girth here.
On the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I know I am not capable of anything hard ever.
No.
See, that always blows my mind because 3.1 inches doesn't feel very big.
I took one.
Was it a mini or a big
It was
one?
a mini. It's like the smallest of the small.
It was a mini and I'm satisfied.
I'm really trying to up my game, so I'm going to try hooking.
First of all, just try and put her lips around it.
Oh my God, yeah, I tried, when your mouth goes all jiggly? For sure.
I'm going to soil myself anyway. It doesn't matter.
I want to get roasted so bad. Just fluffed it in their face a little bit.
Although you didn't last 30 seconds with your eyes closed.
You didn't, no.
22 is not bad, and it's longer than all three of you.
You guys never do the thing where you like rub it on the corner of the
What are you doing?
Those tiny ones,
No.
I can't use those because the wood bothers me so much.
I love it.
Oh my God,
There's
it was
nothing more
everywhere.
satisfying than a mirror squirter. Yeah.
Actually, could you blow one of them for me,
For
please?
sure. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help a new swimmer. Get
good
right
feeling.
back there and gag. Oh, that's the worst, but also a really good feeling.
Do you find in the States they have wider cracks than in Canada?
Don't we all do?
Oh, I'm terrible at doing.
Yeah.
It was me just going, ooh, oh, almost.
Would I isolate that?
Hey.
Sure. Yep. I'll hang on to that.
I wake up every morning going, who's in me right now?
I
What's
get
going
it.
on?
Unexpected nuts in your mouth is the worst. Thank you.
No, that doesn't mean what you think it means,
No,
Jenny.
it doesn't. Yeah, do you
Oh, I
want it
love
to be
it.
really, really hard?
Yeah.
It gets
No,
so deep
don't.
and I just want to finish. I just need to finish. I keep waiting for Brady to come up behind me again and, Brady!
What if I make eye contact while I lick
No, please don't. No.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to squirt? Do I not?
Wow, do you have that?
Wow. Well, I haven't whipped it out in a while, but I should.
But I'm telling you, I pull it out every time.
And Brady, 3 inches.
Yeah. Sucks, man.
Your objective. What do you think of Jenny's skills?
My box was really good, wasn't it?
How you doing, Rush?
It's not getting any smaller.
You gotta suck harder.
Wow. Oh, just didn't know when it was going to end.
God.
It was like a nightmare.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's so good.
There's so
My
many good
goodness.
ones in there.
That is just. Wow.
Now, were there some that we didn't include where Jenny just went on, and we were all really quiet? You know, where we just let her be?
Yeah, for sure.
Those are the worst.
And those are the worst.
Well, it depends how you look at it.
I quite like those.
Oh, that's good. All right.
yeah.
Well, we somebody said I need a cigarette after that.
Pretty much, yeah.
You need to make a full podcast episode of just isolated clips.
Yeah.
I mean, we could.
We could.
Oh my God. LOL. We want a half-hour special.
Yes, I get that.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
If you hear farm animal sounds coming from the bathroom at
Whoa,
work today,
what?
Hello.
here's why.
Okay.
Guys, I have the answer.
Oh, no.
A doctor on TikTok is trending after telling
Oh, no.
constipated people to try mooing like a cow.
What?
Can you imagine?
Why?
He uses a bunch of big terms in the video, but all you really need to know is mooing can help with pooing.
That's really good.
Sorry,
Why? Why does it help?
Mooing can help with pooing. It's a variation of breathing techniques that activates your vagus nerve, a large nerve that connects your brain to the vital
Your
organs.
vagus nerve?
Yeah.
That's what it's called?
Yeah,
Wow.
vagus nerve.
I got a couple vagus nerves.
He says mooing increases the internal pressure in your body, much like squatting does, and it tells your colon to get things going.
All right.
Everything's rhyming for this guy.
If you don't want people to
Who's
think
this
you're
Dr.
crazy,
Seuss?
if you don't want people to think you're crazy, you can just pretend to blow bubbles or blow out a candle. Both of those can help too.
Well, that's not good.
Right?
I'm in this stall and I'm just going,
Oh, well, then I don't know what you're doing in the stall.
that's what I'm saying. What's going on in there?
Well, can we try this live?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Can you go down to the bathroom, call us on the phone?
No.
And just go into one
I
of the
will
stalls
not
and
move from the bathroom.
Come on. It's supposed to be good for you. This is a doctor.
Guys, I don't want to move from
Jenny, this is for, we need to do this.
Fine.
For science.
Call
Yeah.
in
Okay, all right.
and let us know if anybody else is in the bathroom.
Oh, that's really good. I wish this was like later in the day where there would be people. Well, actually, there might be people around right now.
Yeah, wandering around.
Oh, that would be great.
Does Jenny know the phone number to get in?
Yeah, she does. Here we go.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, I can't believe I'm doing this.
So let us know when you're in the stall.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm almost there.
Okay. Now, are there a lot of people? Are you seeing people around the office at
There
all?
are people around, yeah.
Okay.
There are people at their desks.
Uh-huh.
I think there's a meeting going on in the big boardroom right
good.
across the hall.
Wonderful.
Oh, it smells like, like somebody's been mooing down.
It smells like someone.
Oh, I need to go in a different stall, guys. It really smells in here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm switching stalls.
By the way, I really want to be clear about this. You don't have to actually go.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just in. Oh, no. I'm just going to move.
Yeah, we just
I'm
want
not
to see how it
sitting down.
feels to moo in the bathroom if you feel comfortable with that.
Okay, you have to turn off the music there,
Yeah,
Brady.
yeah, sure.
We want the full effect. Are you in the stall now?
I'm in the stall.
Is there anybody else in the bathroom?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to keep you there for a while.
I want to hear the
No.
echo, by the way. The echo could be.
God.
And I think the doctor was saying too, like it's got to be like really low from the gut, like a bellow.
I think that's it needs to vibrate your whole body. It's gonna be like a moo, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I read the story. I don't feel like it.
I feel like we heard that.
Yeah, I heard it.
You ready, Jenny?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh my God. Hang on. Wait.
That didn't quite do it.
Oh my God. Okay.
What was that?
She can't get a moo out.
What?
I can't get a moo out. Okay, I got it.
It's like you're trying to start like a lawnmower.
Can you announce in case somebody walks in? Can you just say,
Yeah.
I'm trying to moo to poo?
Yeah.
If you
Well, that's your explanation.
No, Mahler. I'm mooing to help with my pooing.
Moo into pooin. We should almost get her like a sticker or something she can put on the outside of like the stall
Right.
so that people know that she's mooing to poo.
Yeah, well, we can have that made up.
Yeah, we'll get that. I'll
Yeah.
laminate it.
Right.
All right, we
Okay,
haven't done it one time yet.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna get it out. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that
all right.
doesn't sound good.
Again, you don't need to do that on the radio.
Oh God. Okay, here we go. Okay.
So did it work?
I'm done. I gotta get out.
You're done. So it did work.
Just, please wash your hands.
Yeah.
Oh, does anybody want to do weather for me?
Well, do you feel
boy.
better doing it? Like, did you see how it
No, I
would
feel
work?
like an idiot.
Wow. You didn't sound like an idiot.
No.
No.
No, you just sound like
No,
somebody. Oh, there she
Oh,
is.
hey, you're back.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm
How'd it go?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard I almost peed, which was convenient. I was right there.
Maybe that's how this works.
Yeah, actually, what you don't know is when you pee, you have to cluck like a chicken.
Yeah. All right, Jenny, give us a call. Back to the bathroom.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Well, it doesn't matter how big you are. Once you join the Marvel Universe, I guess you have to toe a very strict line.
Okay.
Owen Wilson found that out when he joined the cast of Loki on Disney+. Owen is currently filming season 2, and he's watching his tongue because he's already been scolded multiple times.
Oh.
He says, quote, "When I let it slip that I'm wearing a mustache, I got an anonymous text saying strike one.
Oh,
What?
And I don't know who it was from.
oh boy.
Then Owen's people looked into it, and we thought it might have been the Marvel boss, the big guy, Kevin Feige, I think his name is,
Yeah.
using a burner phone or something.
Oh.
But that was never confirmed. Now, Mark Ruffalo also talks about how many times he has spilled the beans in press conferences as well.
He's done
Okay.
that.
Saying things that he didn't
shouldn't
think.
say?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm thinking these guys are all doing it, but they're not really getting into trouble.
Right.
So when they sign these, giant phone books that are contracts
Mm-hmm.
and all of that stuff, nothing really bad happens to them.
No,
but I guess
because they
they're-
can't.
And I mean, they're threatening to perhaps, take their money away.
Yeah.
And who knows? In their contract, they may
Lose
say
points or
they'll
something?
lose a lot of their income if they, don't follow
They
the rules.
spoil things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially something like Marvel where so many people work on it, right? Like thousands of people are working on these movies and know the spoilers. So it's kind of a miracle that these things
Yes.
don't come
yeah,
out, right?
it is.
I know I would be terrible keeping a secret.
Me too.
Yes,
Yeah.
you would be.
Oh, wouldn't you tell your partner like everything?
Yeah.
Even if I was
But
like
they
a
do,
cop
don't
or
they?
something, wouldn't you tell, or
You-
even a therapist?
But you tell your wife or husband, wouldn't you?
I would.
I mean, I think you
would.
might, but I think that's the other. They have the vested interest in keeping it quiet,
do you
just like
think
you do.
spouses have to sign a contract?
Probably. If you're.
I wonder.
Yeah, I don't know.
And their kids? They'd have to sign it, right?
The kids wouldn't, I don't think.
Because if
but-
Owen Wilson's kid, went out to school and said,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
dad dies in season 1.
Yeah.
Seriously. You
You can't tell your kid.
I don't think you tell your
You
kids.
can't.
No.
And any kid under like 16, I
Yeah.
don't think you can tell them.
Jenny, you'd tell Rory.
I'd
if
have
you
a
were,
hard time not telling Rory.
If you were one of the Avengers,
but
you'd have to
he's
tell
like
Rory.
he's a vault. He would never say a word.
No.
So I would trust him.
So
100%.
everybody thinks about
to
somebody
anybody,
until
no.
they say something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't think he would say a word. I
Like,
can tell
I think
him,
if
you can't tell
Jenny
anyone.
was an Avenger, she'd come in here and tell us.
Yes, I think
Oh,
so.
absolutely, I would.
Yeah.
You would.
Yes, you would.
I trust too much. That's the
Right,
problem.
yes.
Like, I trust that you guys wouldn't tell anybody, but it just takes like one of you to tell your spouse who tells somebody they work with, and then it's out. But I don't think about that
Let's
at
put
the
it to
time.
the test. Anybody in the room an Avenger, put up your hand.
Oh, God!
Jenny's an Avenger.
You got me!
Oh, Jenny. What's your superhero name?
I can't reveal it.
So now all of a sudden you're able to keep quiet.
She's got a backbone.
What's your superpower?
Oh, all of them. I have so many.
all of them.
All
Yes,
of them, like,
I
at
have All
once?
of them, yeah.
Yeah?
You name it, I can do it.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Why don't
Oh,
you
yeah.
name them?
Okay. My invisibility cloak.
That's a
It's
power.
not really a power. It's just
That's
a
a power. I
cloak.
can go
That's
invisible.
so original.
Yeah, that's also Harry Potter.
I can fly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Many
yeah.
of them
I can
can.
fly. I can make you see things that aren't there.
At this point, Marvel's going to sue you, so why don't you just tell us your character name?
Exactly.
Yes.
Spring Blossom.
Spring
Blossom.
Blossom.
Where'd you get that name? How does it associate with your character?
Well, let me tell you.
Sounds like an old horse at a petting zoo.
And that is where it originated from. Yes,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
young-
Were you bitten by this horse and given your powers?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Just
that would be
looked
crazy.
me in the eye, and Spring Blossom was just, I was feeling it, you know?
Right.
Then the next thing I knew.
Yeah, my thing's better.
Yeah, I think it could be.
So if there's danger, you gallop towards the danger?
Yeah, well,
Imagine you see like a big Hulk and Superman, and they look so cool, or not Superman, but whatever, Iron Man, and then you just see Jenny in the back.
So,
it's
Our
more
horse girl.
elegant than that, Brady.
Yeah.
are
Okay,
you
all
a
right.
horse?
In spirit.
In spirit.
Spring Blossom.
The spirit of a
Blossom.
horse. Yeah.
She shows up standing beside Captain America with a
That's
mouthful
right.
of hay.
Do
can't
you
help it.
run on all fours?
Like, are you like a centaur?
No, I just gallop on two as if.
like like a horse does?
Yeah, but I'm not on all fours. That's ridiculous.
So then why? So you're just skipping, basically.
Yeah, kind of. But it's more elegant than that.
So you skip around, and your name is Spring Blossom.
So the
Intimidating.
The bad guy isn't really that scared when you show up.
That's all part of it. He doesn't see it coming.
No, he doesn't know that you have all of the powers, including your invisibility cloak.
And why are you galloping when you can fly?
It's all to throw everyone off.
Right.
You know? Yeah, they again. They
So
don't see it
deception
coming.
is your big superpower.
Well, I hope Marvel's not listening. You've let out too much.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
A Delta passenger complained on Reddit after losing their first class seat to a dog.
Oh, I
So
would
did you see
livid.
this? Right.
Oh, God,
okay. So
especially
here's
your
the quote.
first class seat.
Well, I got upgraded to first this morning, only to 15 minutes later get downgraded. I then board only to see this dog is in my first class seat, and now I'm livid. Apparently, the passenger was relocated to accommodate a service animal. Some commenters sided with the traveler and complained about the number of people flying with service animals. However, a Delta employee hopped into the conversation to remind everyone that the airline grants priority to passengers with special needs and service animals. They count.
Okay, but did they pay for that other ticket? Like the other first class ticket?
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea.
Like for the dog? So the dog is just like in a pod?
It's a dog world, you know.
That's rough.
Right. Stop it.
Passenger got boned.
Stop it.
Oh, we're in a hairy situation, really, you know.
All right,
Now we're
I'll
just
take
doing
that.
hairy
Yeah.
dog? What?
Stop barking at me.
Wow, Jenny.
Yeah.
All right.
Check her screen. Does she have dog puns up?
No?
No, I'd be mad.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd be mad.
I don't know. For a service animal, I kind of get it.
I think I'd pause for a second.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
You know,
Stop it. I was just commenting the other day. We were at the mall. I'm not lining up a pun.
okay.
But we were sitting there. I was with my wife and all the kids. We were at the mall seeing Santa.
Yeah.
And people were walking. This was not the Santa area. Just throughout the mall, there were so many dogs.
Yeah.
When did this flip that you could just bring dogs into every store, everywhere, all the time?
Before you continue, I'll let you go. I'm going to put a leash on you. I don't want this to go too
Oh
long.
my God, that wasn't even. You know what? Rush sit. Okay, that wasn't good at all.
Doesn't matter. I don't care the answer. You guys, I don't even care about your answers. Doesn't matter.
Oh, do you want a treat?
That's not even a
No,
pun.
these aren't even puns
That's
now.
no,
You're just
that's
saying
no.
dog things.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
I hope you all fall down a well. Is that a dog thing?
No,
Sort of.
that's not really.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Maybe like 5 or 6 days ago, we did a list, or we started a list, things that people are unreasonably good at.
Yeah, this is fun.
This was trending, and of course, once I stumbled upon it, I thought, oh, I gotta keep looking, and I kept going down more and more rabbit hole after rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And some really funny answers. Let's see if you guys are unreasonably good at this stuff or
all
not.
right, yeah, sure.
And I said last time we did this, I was going to be good at nothing.
Yeah.
And it turned out when I got to the list, I'm pretty good at some
Yeah,
stuff.
you're good at a few
that
things.
feels
yeah,
good, huh?
Yeah.
Sure.
Picking up stuff off the floor with my feet.
I'm extremely good at
Yeah,
it. I have
really
very
good.
dexterous feet.
Yeah, me too.
How often are you guys doing that?
Are you kidding me? Like daily.
yeah.
There is not a person in the world who can launch underwear up with their toes, catch it,
catch it,
and
yep.
then throw it perfectly into a hamper than like I can.
Yeah.
My accuracy is 100%.
And boy, does it feel good when you do
Oh
that.
my God!
Yeah.
And it's sometimes I'm like off the wall
Yeah.
into
Right.
the hamper. It's just truly impressive.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you let your drawers hit the floor.
Yep. Sometimes
Then
on
scrunch the
floor, and then
toes.
you give it one of these like whoop.
Yeah.
Catch it and then boom.
Oh, do you pick it up with your toes or you kick it up?
I usually kick it up, but it depends
No,
how
it's
it
different.
falls.
I mean,
No, it depends
that's
how it
different.
falls. Now, if
Yeah,
your
it's-
waistband gives you a nice little, if there's a little like arch in it, you can kind of tuck your toes under and launch it up. Otherwise, you got to grab it with your toes.
Have you ever launched it so high it lands on your head?
I'm sure it's
like
happened.
Captain Underpants?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't. But maybe I'll give it a shot.
I know we talked about having dexterous feet a few months ago on the show.
and you and your wife have weird monkey feet.
We're very, very good that way. But Jenny was, I remember here, and she was saying that she had very dexterous feet, and we did a little competition, and I smoked her.
Yeah.
So,
But now, for all our listeners who don't know, you walk around 99% of your life in bare feet.
I do. That's true.
Your feet
Yeah.
are getting seasoned all the time.
that's
for
true.
this, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, that's true.
And when Rush says he smoked it, he took a cigarette out and then he took a lighter with his other foot
Yeah,
and he lit it and handed it over to Jenny. Very impressive. Very.
It was very good. It was a Zippo, too.
Yeah.
which is-
He did that cool thing where you go one direction and the
that's
other.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, here's another thing. Bouncing a ping pong ball on a ping pong paddle over a long period of time.
That's easy.
crazy.
But hang on, the person added, but they're terrible at actual ping pong.
Oh.
Okay.
But that's what you're good at. I don't know that I've ever done it. So
really?
For a long period of time?
Oh, yeah. No, totally.
Like my stepdaughter, I don't know if this is on the list, Anna, she's a soccer player.
I don't think she'd be on the list.
The dribbling, the dribbling she can do with a soccer ball
that I
like
find
that
really
over
tough.
and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like she can hit thousands.
She can just keep going.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's really tough to do.
I know.
Good for her.
Well, I mean, it's the same with the ping pong ball. If you get out of sorts and you're too far to the left, then you're done, and you spend your entire time trying to get back on course.
Yeah.
But if you can stay even and balanced,
I'm good with a hockey stick. I could do that with a hockey stick forever.
Okay, this one in 2024, Mahler, I'm out of this conversation guessing accents. No thanks.
Oh.
no.
Well, especially
Not
if it's
gonna
like
do it.
like areas of England, for example. I can't do that.
I just don't want to get into it.
Can you do
'cause-
like England, Australia?
could I do
Like,
that?
could you tell the difference?
Oh, maybe a little bit, but I just
right?
Yeah.
But they're very similar.
I mean, they're
Like
they're-
Irish, Scottish, could you do?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That's
I
pretty
think
good.
so,
I probably
yeah.
couldn't do
Yeah,
Irish,
but
Scottish.
you're keeping like in the Europe. I'm talking worldwide, man. You're going to insult somebody by guessing an accent, and it's not going to be worth it.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
No, I
way.
mean, I get that. Yeah.
I would rather say, "Where are you from?" than trying to guess where they're from with an accent.
Sure, but there's parts of the world where I just don't encounter people from that area
That's right,
very
yeah.
often,
Yeah.
know? So I wouldn't know.
How about picking locks?
Oh, no, I've never tried in my life.
No.
Have you
I
guys
don't think
tried?
I've ever tried. No.
No.
No. Maybe. Oh, you know what I can do? And we used to do this in high school to get into rooms. You take a credit card and you can kind of like swipe it through, and you can, if you nick that one little part of the lock, you can get it open. I can do that really well.
Okay, so
all
picking
right.
locks.
Yeah, but that's not really the same. When you say picking locks, I'm
I mean,
thinking
you're
like
actually putting like
Exactly.
like a bobby pin into
a bobby pin
yeah.
in, and you're
Or
like
a credit card?
Yeah. Well, that's what he's.
Well, that's what I
he's
did.
saying,
Yeah, the credit card. I can do the credit card.
You can?
Yeah.
He
the credit
literally
card.
literally just gave a full description of it.
I didn't hear it. I was looking ahead.
You were right here.
No, I'm looking ahead at the next one I had to
Yeah,
read.
so then what's the next one?
Eyeballing measurements.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Yes, I can do that. And my wife is always astounded.
Like if I say pour me a cup of milk, you think you can
Yeah.
do a perfect cup?
Pretty close.
And then I can put
Yeah.
it in, and it'll be a.
And she can look and she'll say, "Oh, do we have like 3 cups of flour?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's about 3 cups." And she's like, "That's not even close," and it'll be almost bang on. I can do that. Yeah.
I'm very good at Tupperware guessing.
Okay, that's good.
Like after dinner, my
sure.
wife will say, "Oh,
That's
put
helpful.
that in Tupperware." She'll take it a big one. I go, "No, go to the medium
that
size."
one.
And you know which one to grab. Yeah, I can do that too. But that's
Wow, and I'm pretty good at pouring drinks. If you need like 1 ounce, I'll put 2 in.
Oh, okay.
that's okay.
That's not really,
not
I think
really
that's-
what we were getting at.
No,
Yeah.
is that not? Okay.
Guessing the amount of calories any food or meal has. No, I couldn't do that.
Not a
no.
clue.
No
way.
No.
I like don't
Too
even
many
know.
variables.
Yeah,
with that.
there really are. And
Sure.
again, sauces change everything. And yeah,
Oh, identifying food by smell.
no.
Identifying food by smell. No.
No.
I never really think of that.
Like if I come home and my wife's cooking, I'd have to go over to the stove to see what's
take a
actually
look.
cooking. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, there's some things that like, okay, that's lasagna, but
My wife can like smelling and tasting. She can say, "Oh, there's too much cumin in this, and then there's a
Yeah,
regular."
I'm
this.
not that.
And I can look like it has spice. Yeah, that's what I can get. But she'll know how much.
And
of
my
this
wife will
and that.
mess with
Yeah.
me. She'll be like, "Taste this. What does it need?"
Yeah.
And my always go to is salt.
Yeah.
Putting a duvet cover on more or less in well under an hour.
Yeah,
I
okay.
can do that.
I learned the flippy thing. So you gotta.
Do the inside out way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you know that way?
Yeah.
Well, no, I help my wife.
Okay.
I'm just her guinea pig
Oh,
or whatever.
sure.
I
You're
have to
her
go
sous
in
chef.
and have to do
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
And she can do it really well. I'm a good little helper.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good for you, buddy.
I'm responsible for my corner.
When you
Oh.
when you were if you're doing this, putting the duvet cover on, do you like get inside in order to do it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to do that more, but now I know I
Now-
roll it.
Okay.
And then I have long arms, so I grab the
can pull it
corners
down
and then I
and then
flip
flip it out. Yeah.
Exactly.
I've been caught inside for at least 38
Okay.
seconds.
I can see that. Yeah.
Where's Mahler?
Yeah. And he's wondering at that point, am I ever going to get out?
And finally, something you're unreasonably good at. I will fully admit this is not my thing. Actually, I want to add one more to this. Untangling wires. No, thank you.
Okay.
Not good at that.
That's just patience. You just gotta.
Yeah.
Really, really hard, like tough knots. I find those are more difficult when it's like a really hard knot. But wires, I actually quite enjoy.
Wires, or even the girls in our household, if they get their necklaces
tied
up,
and those knots get so small and tight. I mean, the thing is, for me, I'm stubborn. So am I good at it?
Won't stop.
No, I won't stop until it's done, and it might take 4 hours. So I'm not good at it, but I'll keep doing it.
You sit in front of the TV and just go at it while you're distracted, kind of thing.
No, I wouldn't be able to do that.
No, okay.
No, I would just that would be what I was doing.
And what's the other one?
As good as you're with your underwear, flipping it with your foot into the. My stepdaughter Anna could destroy anybody in the world in seconds flat.
Yeah,
she can put the little ropey thing in a hoodie.
Yeah,
get it all the way through.
That's insane.
She is so fast.
She should open a business.
I know.
Yeah. She like travels to people's houses.
Like when you wash a hoodie and then it gets caught in there. I hand it to her within 10 seconds. She's like, "There you go."
Does it ever feel good too? Like when you do that, you start, and then when you get it done, and you're like,
and then I get
feeling of accomplishment.
I get so scared that it's going to happen again.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, me too.
She should be like Uber Eats, like going to people's houses. And then just quick boom.
And she's not even phased. Like she's talking to you, doing it, and then she hands it back to you, and you go, "Did you? How? What?"
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a gift.
I know.
Can I give you things that I'm really bad at?
Okay, go.
There's so many, and they're both grocery store related. The ones I'm thinking of right now. First of all, opening bags in the produce section of the grocery store.
I always wet my hand.
Oh, like you lick your fingers? Is that it? That works?
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, no, it does. But then you're just licking your hands and touching produce, which people don't like to see.
Well, yeah.
But
with the other hand.
Even still, people don't like to see you around that licking your hands. But that my wife can do this with her. She just the bag and just I don't know why how she can do it, but she just opens the bag and I'll say, "How do you?" She's like, "I just open it." I'm like, "But
I don't get
but
it.
How?"
By the way, I like to clarify. I don't lick my hand. I lick my one finger.
Well,
it's a weird move. Yeah. You make sure you get every last finger, like you're eating ribs. Okay, so there's that, and then finding things at grocery stores. I spent like an hour at a grocery store yesterday. My wife wanted
read the thing up top.
It's not hard.
She wanted sushi rice.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't sushi rice be with the other rice?
That's a good question.
It wasn't with the rice. It was in a different place. And then
you want to
rice
lose Brady
paper.
for an hour? Tell him to go find breadcrumbs.
I can't.
In a grocery store.
Panko. Where is panko? It's not with the bread.
Nope.
It's not really with baking stuff.
You know what?
Where is it?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's
not.
Sometimes it's with baking stuff. You never know. Sometimes it's with salad dressing. You don't know where it's going to be.
I was so mad. And every grocery store is different. And I went to the one with the swinging monkey, and there was nothing there. There was not rice paper. Didn't exist. I had to go to another place.
Yeah.
I was infuriated.
By the way, the swinging monkey's where I go on weekends.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Delicious pineapple cocktails.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Now it's time to play Pathetic Punchline. Because, let's face it, those improv classes just haven't really been taking. On the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
You know, you had the choice to do this or not. And we're wrapping up the year, and you could have just not done it.
You chose to do it.
Could have done anything else.
Yeah.
Let me know when you guys are done.
I'm done. I'm ready.
Here we go.
Can take it seriously?
I want to complain
Always
a little
do.
more.
Go ahead, complain. It's all right.
It's
It's that time of the year.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean,
fine.
we've already missed Festivus,
I know.
but go on.
I aired my grievances. We can move on.
So I'm going to give these guys a random headline that I found while searching the World Wide Web. They'll have 1 minute to come up with a punchline. One of them will be crowned the winner, and one of them will get the title of Pathetic Punchline.
Okay.
Oh, it's an edgy one today.
Okay.
Oh.
A man in Pennsylvania was caught on camera pleasuring himself on a neighbor's property. That's it.
Oh.
Now, I mean, inside the story, the guy says he was also very drunk, but I don't know if that will help you with your punchline. A man in Pennsylvania was caught on camera pleasuring himself on a neighbor's property. Been there, Rush?
Been there. Oh, boy.
I thought you guys could have fun with that. Being clever in your clever ways.
There's just not much there.
Oh, there's a lot there. Well, maybe I haven't seen them. Maybe there isn't a lot there.
Yeah,
You're right.
Sure, you don't know. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Did you say,
Jeez, I don't know.
Oh, you don't? Picture it was in your neighborhood and happening in your backyard. You saw this happening.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that might help you being there first person. You know?
Can you do it one more
Yeah,
time?
a man in Pennsylvania was caught on camera pleasuring himself on a neighbor's property.
Oh,
By the way,
no.
also in the body of this story, when he was confronted, the guy said, "My bad."
Oops.
Oh, my bad. What else do you say, I guess? My good. All right, Rush, Jenny, and Brady are all writing right now with less than 30 seconds to go on Pathetic Punchline.
I mean, it's really bad.
Well, maybe it's going to be really good.
No.
No?
No.
Well, they're still writing, so that's either a sign of they're desperate or they're...
No, I got to think of something better because it's not great. But
Wow, you have 15 seconds left.
God.
Mine is
Now-
so bad.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, everybody. Pathetic Punchline.
All right.
Brady, pens down.
Yeah, okay.
Brady, do you just have words or do you actually have your punchline written out?
I have 2 punchlines. They both are terrible.
Okay.
Terrible.
Mine's not good.
Not yours isn't good.
No,
Rush,
it really
yours?
cracked
should be
a
all right.
smile.
You should be all right.
Should be all right.
Wow.
I mean, this should be enough to skate into second if need be.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see.
fair.
All right,
That's
we'll,
all you want to be.
we'll start with Rush. Go around the horn. Rush, a man in Pennsylvania was caught on camera pleasuring himself on a neighbor's property.
The old neighbor was quoted as saying, "I said get off my lawn, not get off on my lawn."
That's really good.
That is really good.
You're going to win.
Really
well
good.
done. Yeah.
Oh, I messed this up.
All right.
That's really, really
To
good.
keep it clear, you could have just said, I said, get off my lawn. Yeah. That's really solid.
Thank you.
That's the only way to go.
Yeah.
Until
yeah,
now.
that's
Until now.
Oh, buckle up.
A man in Pennsylvania was caught on camera pleasuring himself on a neighbor's property, Jenny.
When cops arrived, he said, in my defense, I could have sworn the sign on the way into town said, welcome to Penisvania, so I went with it.
Penisvania?
It's even grosser. Like Penisville would have been okay.
Yeah,
But
Penisvania.
And still, that isn't even if it was called that.
I know. Pennsylvania, Penisvania,
Yeah, no,
you know.
I got it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, not good, guys. I know.
Penisvania. And yet, that's the one that's going to stick with me.
Penisvania.
Yeah.
All right, Brady had 2 to choose from.
Here we go.
Did he choose the right one? Are either of them any good at all? We'll find out. A man in Pennsylvania was caught on camera, Brady Jones, pleasuring himself on a neighbor's property.
And just like that, Ring camera stock has dropped 10%.
No.
It's not good, but it makes sense. That's it. It makes sense. It's not good.
Did you hear the silence?
Yeah.
There's nothing.
I was waiting for something.
Yeah.
else.
Oh, no.
Maybe he's
there
going to keep
wasn't-
going.
No,
Yeah.
I told you
A
it
second
wasn't
line.
good. It wasn't good, but I'm happy to coast into second place.
Do you want him
What
to
was
use
your other one?
to do the other one?
Should we?
Well, I don't even. It's like not even fleshed out.
Oh, well, that's
Which
even
also-
better.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
He's panicking.
Oh, God.
A man in Pennsylvania was caught on camera pleasuring himself on a neighbor's property.
Yeah, the neighbor was quoted as saying, "This grandpa was hoping that he'd get run over by a reindeer."
What?
It wasn't fleshed out. It wasn't fleshed out.
It was not.
It was not fleshed
It was
out.
not. It was definitely not.
It wasn't for general population consumption.
I will
was
end the
not
year as
fleshed
a winner, and it's not close.
Well, yeah, this I think is a layup for everybody
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
Rush has
Thank you.
the winner crown
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
The winning crown will be placed on your head, sir. Congratulations. Very clever. The pathetic punchline times 2.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's Brady
Pennsylvania.
Jones.
It didn't even make sense.
No, Brady
All right,
Jones,
yeah,
pathetic
fine. So bad.
punchline.
Guys, I have the year-end stats
Oh,
for pathetic punchline.
oh, good.
Yeah. The most wins. Any guesses? Who had
Rush.
the most wins?
I think Rush may have.
Yeah.
Maybe me or
Rush.
Jenny.
did have the most wins.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rush had 7.
Uh-huh.
Jenny had 5.
Five.
All right.
And I
Less than that.
also had 5.
Oh, we
Yeah.
tied.
The worst
Surprised.
punchline. Who had the most?
The
Me.
worst punchline?
I think I did.
I'm going to say Rush did.
Yeah, maybe.
No, it was obviously me. I had 8.
Oh,
I had 8.
okay.
Rush had 5. Jenny only had 4.
Oh,
Jenny,
look at me.
you're more often than anything, you're in the middle.
In the middle, which I'll take.
Yeah.
That's
That's a
a
good
win
place
for
to be.
me.
Yeah, it is.
Very good. Thank you for keeping track of
Sure.
those.
Yeah. No. Well, this is for 2024. I'm about to scratch it out and start 2025. Or we can just burn this game and never do it again.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, I think Rush would love to continue to dominate.
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
It's pathetic punchline on the morning hot tub.
You don't get it. He got ran over by the reindeer.
I know.
Yeah,
No,
we get it.
yeah, no.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Do astronauts get paid overtime? I want to know because NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams, their return home from the International Space Station has been delayed again.
No.
How much
again.
does this suck? So their mission was only supposed to be 8 days long when they blasted to the International Space Station on a Boeing Starliner on June 5th.
Yeah.
But since NASA decided to send the problem-plagued Starliner back for repairs, the duo will be floating above until the end of March or even April now.
Oh, my God.
It was supposed to be, what, January?
January.
Yeah,
yeah.
January. Yeah. A new crew needs to be to go up before the two can return. That was supposed to happen actually this February, but
February.
SpaceX needs more time to prep their capsule.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. It's delayed because, safety.
Sure. But like, what are they doing? Because they don't
Right?
have like missions necessarily
Scrabble.
for them. Have they watched all of Netflix?
Yeah.
All the little pieces are
Like-
flying around.
They must be doing some sort of work.
Has anybody seen the X? The Q trying to spell something over
That
here.
would
Play
be tough.
cards. We can't even do that.
Cards are floating everywhere. Yeah.
That would be pretty
Oh,
hellish.
that would suck. Like Christmas. What do you do on Christmas? Like, can you decorate a tree?
I'm sure they can talk to their families, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like tons of that for sure.
yeah.
But otherwise, yeah.
Can you watch
I'm looking
movies
forward to
up
the
there?
documentary on
Yeah,
this.
like they have to be working. I don't know
Right.
what they're doing, but
Right.
they have to be doing something. If not, you can't just sit there.
But I feel like everything that they need to do would be done at this point.
Well,
They're
no,
only
they're
supposed to be
doing
there
the-
for
like,
8
they do
days.
experiments.
There's
right?
other people up there,
Yeah.
so it's not like it's just them.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, there's other people that are working there. So I think
Yeah.
they're
How
just
many
working.
people?
There's always people on the
Yeah.
space station.
Always?
Yeah.
Of
Maybe,
course.
maybe they're going around breaking things.
Yeah.
Just so they can fix them.
Like I think they're just extra staff of that,
Yeah.
or they're breaking things. But
But there's really always somebody there?
yes, a bunch of people.
Right
Do
now.
they have a chef?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
No, I think they don't.
Or not actually,
No,
or
it's
they
all,
just,
it's all
everything is just shipped
It's all
out.
wrapped,
Yeah.
right? It's
Right,
all.
so they just put it in a
But there's
microwave?
Exact- well,
like it's a
not-
decent
not
sized
microwave.
staff of.
They don't
like-
have a microwave?
No, I don't think so. I think they probably use hot water and they
Do
put
they have
it
a
in.
slow
It's all
cooker?
dehydrated. You know?
slow cook. I can't keep the lid on.
Don't
though.
know about that. There's
would-
7 people currently
Yeah.
on the space station right
What
now.
would happen if you brought like a bag of chips with you?
It would just go everywhere.
It would,
be a pain.
they fly everywhere.
Oh, you were off
No,
the other
but-
day when we talked about all
Oh,
this
really?
stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm sorry I missed it.
I had a lot of questions about it.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
went deep
like-
into
Yeah.
space.
Like if you put like say a little bag of Ruffles in your space
You're not
suit.
allowed.
Yeah,
No, you're not allowed, but what would happen
They
to
would,
it?
they
just go
fly
everywhere,
around,
yeah.
and that's why you can't have foods that have crumbs. Like they don't have
Yeah.
crummy food. 'Cause
Oh,
it
that's
goes
why
wrong.
everything's
And also
like a
it gets stuck-
liquid.
It would be
not a
unnecessarily-
liquid. So we learned that they design their own menus. Everybody gets to pick their own menus beforehand, and then they
Cool.
have like the food go up for them. But you can't have things that are going to float all over the place, and you can't have when you chew. If there's going to be crumbs that go all everywhere, you can't be that. So you can't
Yeah.
have chips, but you'll have a lot of like chicken and rice, for
Well, I guess
example.
I'll never be
But
an
rice
astronaut.
could go everywhere.
This
though.
is what I said too, but
I
Brady
guess,
says rice
yeah.
doesn't count. To me, rice is basically crumbs.
Yeah, but it's heavier, right?
Yeah.
Rice
Well,
has
no.
weight to
Yeah,
it.
but rice going from your fork to weight doesn't matter.
Weight doesn't matter when there's no gravity.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
when you're going to your
understand
fork
about-
to your mouth, it's not like rice. Well, I guess it could. It
It's the
falls
same.
sometimes.
Sticks
Yeah.
together. Maybe it's just sticky rice.
Do you think when they like, and as humans, they're going to fight, right? Like, that they go, I'm going over to this corner, don't look at me.
well,
They put on. They're all mad and put on their full spacesuit and go and just float around for a while.
right now is it
I
still
might not be home tonight.
slam, which I feel happens really slowly? Is it still half Russian, half American?
On the the ISS. Yeah.
Okay, so it's half Russian, half American.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think tensions are higher there now than they've ever been.
Yeah,
too,
but it's
so.
not just Russians and Americans. There's also Japanese and there's
there?
Canadians and there's for sure the people
Yeah.
that are up there.
I
are
thought right
international.
now it was just the combination of the two.
How big is it?
I don't know.
Square footage.
It's not huge.
No.
But there's all those people?
Yeah.
They're running into each other?
Yeah, I mean, once again, Jenny, you have to understand, they're trained for this.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
know,
like,
I know.
They
It's
didn't
not like
just
a
wake up
reality
and be
show.
like, what?
They're not on
Yeah.
Big Brother.
Yeah.
It's actually quite big.
Yeah.
5,600 square feet.
Yeah.
Holy!
Yeah, it's about the same
Like a
size as a
mansion.
6-bedroom house.
Yeah, okay, that's better. I
Yeah.
can get some alone time if I need
There's
it.
6 sleeping quarters, 2 bathrooms, a gym, and a 360-degree view bay window.
Cool.
And then some labs and like storage and stuff like that. It's actually quite big.
Hey, Vlad, can you pick up your towel? Can you stop leaving that on the ground? Thanks. Wow, somebody needs to get home.
Jeez.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Pantone revealed its color of the year
Oh, yeah.
for
Yeah,
2025.
this is something.
Yeah, it's brown. It
Yeah.
looks like poo.
It's brown. It does look like poo.
It's a weird decision.
Now, they're
Yeah.
not calling it poo. They're calling it mocha mousse.
Okay.
So it's,
A better name.
Mocha mousse. That sounds like something that like a parent would try to soften the blow of saying poo to their child. And
Yeah.
say, oh, did you mocha mousse today?
Man.
I've never been a parent. I don't really know how that
No,
works.
I was going to say it sounded like a dessert, but not anymore.
when I was a kid, I had like a really, really bad flu, and my mom took me to
Oh
a
boy,
merge.
where are you going with this?
It's a weird story, but bear with me. So I was like probably 11.
I don't know that I want to.
No, so but I was like 10 or 11 years
Yeah.
old, like old enough that and the doctor clearly didn't know kids well. And he's like, have you had a bowel movement recently? You know, cat poo poo?
Oh.
Was he an older doctor?
No, I think he was young.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I could have a completely different memory of it.
Yeah.
But my mom and I were just in stitches, like
Like,
howling.
if you're
like,
5, I get it,
"Cat-cat-poo-poo?"
but, yeah.
cat-cat-poo-poo.
We have a family friend. My mom helped her with like some business stuff or whatever, and I'd see her like maybe once a year. And she never had kids. She didn't really she didn't know a lot about kids, right?
Right.
And I was like 14, and she brought me a gift. She lived in Florida, and she came up and came over to our house, and she got me a Godzilla backpack with like a holographic like back. I'm like 14 with armpit hair. You know, I've had a girlfriend for 2 years. You know, this is still like a weenie little kid, but like
amazing.
a
I mean,
a
it's the thought that
holographic
counts.
Godzilla.
Yes.
Yeah, it went right into my closet.
Yeah.
I still think it's in my childhood closet,
I
like
bet.
wedged into a corner to this day. It was a very funny
Very
gift.
funny.
Very sweet. She
Yeah.
tried.
Oh, that's
but yeah,
cute.
that was her equivalent to poo poo caca.
Yeah. It's cat poo poo.
Oh, sorry.
Come on,
Come on,
Brady.
get it right.
For the record, Pantone describes it as a warming brown hue with richness. It nurtures us with its suggestion of the delectable qualities of chocolate and coffee, answering our desire for comfort.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
but in the
brown.
comments, some people
No.
seem less than excited. One person compared it to sad beige. Another said
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
too boring, dull, and neutral.
I mean, it depends what room it's going to be in, but like no matter what, that's going to be the brown room, and nobody
Right.
wants to go into the brown
No.
room.
And then you have to accent it with other things because it's the brown.
Yeah.
It's a weird. Usually the color I actually find like I'm like, oh, that feels trendy. That
Right?
feels like it's like with it.
Exactly.
you know?
I feel like, I mean, I'll give them credit because I feel like almost every year the color of the year is taupe
Yeah.
or white or
Yes.
it's just nothing. It's
Yeah.
a nothing color. They at least went with a color.
Yeah.
It's not the color I would have gone with.
They went for it.
But they decided,
They
let's
did
go
it.
all in on
Yeah.
brown.
Yeah. Although I do like I've painted a wall based on the color of the year.
Yeah.
You know, or like they'll have like a here are the colors of the
Right.
year. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I've picked one of those. before.
Okay, I'm thinking
Like
about
a blue.
wallpapering.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have you
I'm gonna-
wallpapered before?
I have, yes.
Okay.
My mom was like the wallpaper of wallpaper, and that's back when it wasn't sticky. Like
Yeah.
you'd have to put it in the water
Because
and hang
that's
it. And,
it's
oh.
impressive. Because the thing is, I've always thought like there's some areas in our house that we're like, oh, this would be nice. But even if you're hiring somebody, if they don't do like
Yeah.
the difference between amazing. Because there's amazing
in
and then there's
between.
terrible.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And if it
It's
looks
true.
terrible, like it's
the problem
awful.
is, so I got sticky wallpaper. Like it's you just it's peel and
Yeah,
stick,
yeah.
right?
So it's
and
just stickers,
done
basically.
one exactly. And
Yeah.
I've done one wall in the laundry room because that was a good place to start.
Yeah.
And even there, you could tell. Like I am a person that if this takes
it's off
too
a little
long,
bit- oh,
no,
right.
if like a job takes too long, I get really lazy towards the
Yeah,
end
you're
of it.
done, yeah.
Exactly. Like I have a
You don't
few
say.
hour window.
We
Like,
would never
what?
guess that.
I
You
know,
Lose
right?
patience and move
Short
on
attention span.
quickly.
I would never.
So many unfinished
shocked.
projects in
This
my
is a
life.
revelation. I want to write this down. Actually,
This
I
way
wanna
you
make
don't
sure-
forget.
Yeah, I want to make sure I remember this. that
Because it's not
Jenny-
like you were reminded of this several times a day.
attention span.
It's odd that. Wow.
I know.
I love that you really
know.
broke that down. Like it was gonna.
You're welcome, guys. Now
Believe
you
it or not,
understand
I
me.
am a person who Yeah, we know.
But back to what you're saying,
Yeah.
your point.
It is a really hard thing to do, especially if there's any sort of pattern, right? Like
Yes.
you need to match it up or flowers or whatever. Like you have to be really careful.
And it's a great idea if the house builder built your house straight, but I promise you they didn't. It looks
good
like
point,
it's straight
yeah.
until you try to wallpaper it and then you
Exactly.
realize,
Sure.
oh.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Although, was there anything more satisfying than taking off wallpaper?
When you get a big strip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd have those little scrapey things.
Yep.
And like probably you guys in the 90s,
Yeah.
where our house was like so much wallpaper.
Yes.
And then we had to take it all off eventually.
Yep.
I got so good. And that smell of wet wallpaper,
Right?
I love it.
Isn't
If it's
that
a new
fun?
house,
love
Me
it.
too. What a childhood memory.
if it's an older house with older wallpaper, that's say
God.
from the 80s,
Yeah.
what you're smelling is asbestos, and that's not good because that was there for
That's
a lot of
very
the houses.
true,
so-
very true. But yeah,
point. Yeah.
I just never in my life thought that wallpaper would make such a comeback. Like
Yeah.
my mom, we wallpapered every wall of our house was
course.
wallpaper.
Yeah.
You know, and then she was kind of like me, like she'd get antsy and want to change the decor.
Yeah.
and I'm like, God, we're gonna peel the wallpaper again, and it would take
Oh, it takes
days.
so
We used
so
to
long.
love it. I remember my mother putting my sister and I jump in the back of the car, and we'd go out to the wallpaper store.
Yeah.
And we would just sit there, and
You
I
go
guess
through the books?
We were
Yes.
just happy. Like my
Yeah.
mother's doing this, and my sister and I just going through wallpaper books. And for whatever reason, I was entertained by it.
Yeah.
Like, ooh,
oh, I
this
did
one.
the same thing. You sit on
sure.
a
Yeah.
stool.
They
There'd be
sit
a
on the stool,
stool.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you go through it. Some of them are textured. You're like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big day, and then
Yeah.
you'd finally get your wallpaper. Or I think for me, I had like the top part.
Oh,
you know,
the
it was like
border.
sport, yeah, the
Yeah.
border,
Yeah.
and it was like
Yeah.
all sports things because of
Oh,
course
yeah.
it was because I was a typical 9-year-old
Yeah.
boy. You know.
Do you remember sponging?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
You would like take the sponge and
Yeah.
like dip it in the paint and then sponge on the. Oh man, there were
Sure.
some terrible trends.
Oh yeah,
in
really
the
bad
90s.
ones. We
Yeah.
have a room in our basement. It was like our music room. I had like my drum set and stuff like that, where we painted it with our hands. So it was like a
Oh,
light
fun.
blue, and then we all put our hands in like white paint.
Yeah.
and then put our hand prints
that's
all
fun
over.
to do.
It was okay.
Yeah.
it's still there.
It is?
It's
Is
like
it
our
really?
back room with like that. Now it's like our workshop
Storage?
basically.
Yeah, that's
but
cool.
so it's like our hands as kids. It doesn't look great.
No, but I mean,
I don't
nobody
feel
sees it.
like Brady is officially ever going to move out of his parents' house.
I do have a lot of stuff there.
You do.
I've
And
always
I have
lived in
your-
small
I have your
places.
drum
You
set
do have
now.
my drum set.
You've talked about now you've got the hands in the back room.
Yeah.
You still have a backpack that hasn't moved in the closet in a
Godzilla,
room you
yeah.
haven't lived in for years.
That's true.
Is it set up? Like, are they having a tough time with you leaving?
No, the
Yeah.
second I left, they literally the day I left that weekend, they converted my childhood bedroom into an office. But I think the closet is still
They
kind
were
of
ready.
more or less. Oh my
As
god,
you.
yeah, it was gone. It was
Okay.
yeah,
But the closet is all still your stuff.
a lot of it. I think
A lot of it, yeah.
I think I haven't opened that
that's
closet in a
fun.
while.
Oh, do it. Let's see
Yeah.
all your childhood stuff.
Yeah, sure.
I want to see this backpack.
Maybe Rory will want it. No,
No,
he won't.
He won't.
Because he's not 6.
Like what you just heard? Tell a friend. Tell a friend. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found.
Follow the gang on socials for more fun at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
The Hot Tub Podcast, a part of the Stingray Podcast Network.